There are moments when life presses in from all sides, when noise surrounds you, when everyone expects you to react, to explain, to fight. The world is wired to provoke you. Notifications buzzing, people testing, chaos moving faster than thought. It's all designed to shake you, to make you speak without clarity, to feel without control. But what if you did? What if, in the middle of all that noise, you could just be still? Not because you've stopped caring, but because you've trained your mind to respond, not react. Because you've anchored yourself in something deeper than impulse. That's what Stoicism teaches us. Your real power isn't shown when things are easy. It's revealed when everything falls apart, and you still hold your center. In a world that profits off your emotional chaos, your calm becomes rebellion, your self-control becomes strategy, and your stillness your true strength. If you've ever felt like your peace is too easily stolen, if your emotions are too easily hijacked, this is your moment to reclaim them, not by fighting harder, but by standing firmer, by mastering what the Stoics call the only true domain of power, your inner world. Welcome to Stoic School. Let's walk this path together, 9 lessons in calm, drawn from the wisdom of the ancient Stoics. 9 ways to stay steady when everything goes wrong. Classical Lesson 1, don't react on cue. There's a certain kind of silence that unnerves people. It's not weakness, it's control. You felt it before, that silence that makes others shift in their seats. Talk faster, try harder to pull you in. That's because silence removes their power. They can't predict you. They can't provoke you. And that unsettles them. Most people don't actually want connection when they provoke you. They want compliance. They want your reaction, your attention, your energy. And the moment you give it, you hand them the script. You become a character in their story, not yours. There's power in pausing, not biting your tongue out of fear, but seeing the situation clearly. Someone trying to pull you out of your peace. You don't need to prove that you're clever or strong. You just need to not play. Every time you react on someone else's timeline, you're proving you can be summoned. And the cost, your energy, your dignity, your clarity. Calm isn't the absence of emotion, it's the presence of mastery. You still feel the heat, but you don't let it burn you. You walk through fire without flailing. You hold the line. And in that stillness, people reveal themselves. They'll either respect your peace, or they'll expose their chaos. Either way, you win. Remember the words of Epictetus. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit. It's not about letting others walk over you. It's about choosing your battlefield wisely. Not every insult deserves a war. When you stop reacting, you stop bleeding energy into every small moment that doesn't deserve it. You start speaking with intention, not panic. Your calm becomes command. Lesson 2, let silence do the talking. Silence is powerful because it's rare. We live in a world that worships noise, replies, posts, defenses. We rush to explain, to justify, to be understood. But silence unsettles those who need chaos to feel in control. They rely on your reactions to know where you stand. Take that away, and they lose their map. When you stay quiet, you become unpredictable and therefore unshakable. Silence isn't surrender, it's discipline. It's choosing not to dance to someone else's rhythm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best answer to anger is silence." That isn't avoidance, it's strength. You're maintaining your order while others collapse into disorder. When you stop explaining yourself to people who only listen to argue, you protect your energy. When you hold silence instead of defending every move, you reclaim your peace. Silence makes space for truth to reveal itself. When you say less, others fill the gap. And in their rush to fill it, they show you who they are. Don't confuse silence with passivity. It's not weakness, it's presence. It says, I know who I am, and I don't need to shout it. Let your calm do the speaking. Because in a noisy world, quiet confidence sounds like thunder. Balance Lesson 3, praise is a soft trap. Everyone likes being praised. But the Stoics warned, what you depend on owns you. Praise feels good until you need it. And once you need it, you're no longer free. You start performing for approval, shaping your actions around what others think, not around what's right. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts, not on what others say about you. When you attach your worth to external praise, you hand strangers the keys to your peace. The Stoic response: accept compliments with grace, but don't live for them. Their sunlight pleasant but fleeting. True confidence is built from within. When your compass is virtue, not validation. Seneca said, you are your choices, not your reputation. Let that guide you. You don't need applause to confirm your direction. You just need alignment. The next time praise comes your way, say thank you, then let it pass like a breeze. Because the goal isn't to be admired, it's to be anchored. Mantelpiece Lesson 4, slow down when the world speeds up. When chaos hits, the world speeds up. People rush, decisions blur, words spill. Panic wears the mask of urgency. But speed is not strength. It's anxiety in motion. When everything around you accelerates, that's your cue to pause. Slow down, breathe, see. The Stoics knew that calm sight is clear sight. When others rush into mistakes, the still mind observes. Marcus Aurelius wrote, what stands in the way becomes the way. When pressure builds, stillness becomes strategy. The calm mind sees opportunity where others see only fire. Carl Jung once said, hurry isn't of the devil, it is the devil. He meant that chaos breeds blindness. The faster you go, the less you see. Slow down and you'll notice what others miss. The small signs, the subtle truth, the hidden paths. Calm is clarity. Slowness is wisdom. And in a world sprinting nowhere, the one who walks with purpose always arrives first. Magnifying glass tilted left Lesson 5, watch what people do, not what they say. Words are easy. They can charm, confuse, or deceive. But actions tell the truth. A Stoic doesn't listen for promises, they watch for patterns. Carl Jung said, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. That's not cynicism, it's clarity. We suffer most when we believe people's words over their actions. We want to believe potential. But peace begins when you accept reality. The friend who always apologizes but never changes. The coworker who talks of teamwork but vanishes at the hard part. Those aren't accidents. They're choices. Marcus Aurelius urged simplicity and honesty, and to extend the same clarity to how we see others. See what is, not what you wish it were. This awareness isn't cold, it's compassionate. It protects you from cycles of disappointment. Because when you trust patterns over promises, you stop being manipulated by hope. You start living by truth. And the truth, even when it hurts, is always calmer than the lie that comforts. Now that you've learned how to stay composed through silence, patience, and perception, it's time to explore the second half, the inner mechanics of Stoic calm. How to prepare for what could go wrong, protect your energy, and walk away without a word. There's a quiet discipline in expecting things to fail. Not out of pessimism, but out of preparation. The Stoics called it premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. Each morning, they imagined the day's obstacles. The delay, the insult, the loss, the unexpected storm. They didn't do this to worry themselves, but to disarm surprise. Because when misfortune finally arrived, they could say, "Ah, I trained for this." Most people are crushed not by events, but by their expectations of perfection. They expect smooth days and gentle words, and the moment reality roughens, they fracture. A Stoic rehearses setbacks like a warrior sharpens his blade, calmly, daily, privately. He tells himself, "Someone will test me today, something will break, I will remain whole." This isn't cynicism, it's courage. When you accept that life includes loss, insult, and change, you stop being shocked by them. You start living ready. Seneca wrote, "The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." So today, before you step out the door, whisper, "Whatever comes, I will meet it with calm." That single thought turns chaos into curriculum. Every setback becomes a lesson instead of a wound. Whole lesson 7, hide your hunger. Not every desire deserves display. The world can smell craving, approval, success, status, attention. And when it smells it, it sells to you. The Stoic walks quietly because he knows hunger is leverage. The more you show that you need something, the easier it is for others to control you. So practice invisible ambition. Work silently, improve silently. Let results, not restlessness, speak for you. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Do your work with calm dignity. Be content to be unknown for a while." There is nothing more intimidating than a person who moves without explanation. No bragging, no begging, just purpose. Hide your hunger, not to deceive others, but to discipline yourself. Because when your effort is private, your peace is public. And when your value isn't advertised, it can't be discounted. Balance lesson 8, don't chase instant justice. When wrong, the impulse is immediate, set it right now. But justice in haste often becomes revenge in disguise. The Stoic learns the patience of time. He understands that not all battles require his sword, some require his stillness. You may never see every wrong corrected, but you can always keep your integrity intact. Epictetus warned, "It's not the things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." When insulted, pause and ask, "Does this truly harm me or just my ego?" If it harms only pride, let it fall away like dust. Stoic calm isn't indifference, it's controlled response. It's trusting that truth, time, and consequence are better judges than anger. So the next time you're tempted to reply, to clap back, to prove a point, wait. Wait until the emotion drains and only reason remains. Then act if action still feels necessary. 9 times out of 10, you'll find peace has already handled it for you. Lesson 9, budget your emotional energy. Every day, you wake up with a limited amount of mental currency. How you spend it determines the quality of your peace. Most people go bankrupt by noon, spent on petty arguments, opinions, and things that never mattered. A Stoic budgets carefully. He asks, "Is this worth my peace?" If the answer is no, he doesn't pay. Your energy is your empire. Guard its borders. Don't give audience to every insult. Don't attend every argument you're invited to. Don't drain yourself trying to chain those committed to misunderstanding you. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." So ask yourself often, if this were my last day, would this be worth my attention? Most things fade immediately under that light. And what remains, those few worthy tasks and loves, deserve all of you. Spend your energy there. That's the Stoic way. You have now walked through 9 lessons of calm. Silence, observation, expectation, discipline, restraint. None of these make life easier. They make you stronger. The Stoics never promised a world without pain. They promised a mind that could face it. When everything goes wrong, you'll be tempted to lose yourself in noise, to fight every storm, to correct every wrong, to beg life to be gentler. But remember this: you are not the storm. You are the mountain that watches it pass. Every gust, every insult, every loss temporary. Your calm eternal if you train it. So the next time life presses in and the world expects you to snap, smile gently, breathe slowly, stand still, because you've studied under the old masters. You've walked the halls of Stoic School, and now you know the truth. Calm is what happens when life is perfect. Calm is what happens when you choose peace while life is imperfect. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join the Stoic School, where ancient wisdom becomes your daily habit. Walk wisely, live calmly, and remember, you already have everything you need to be free.